Hey, it's AP, and today we're going to save this light fixture from the landfill. Check it out. We're currently in the process of renovating our coat closet, and one of the things that we want to keep is the original light fixture. However, it is filthy. It's grimy. This thing is probably 40 years old. The house is 90 years old, so who knows when this was put in. But it is covered in tobacco stains. There's a big dent on it right here. So the easy thing to do is to throw this away and buy something new at your home center. But the last thing we want to do is to add this to the ever-growing pile of trash that's going to our landfills. So I'm going to salvage this. This is a super simple project. It's very easy to do. You can do it in an afternoon. You can bring new life to your old fixtures, and I'm going to show you how. So let's go do it.
Take out the electrical pieces of the fixture if you can. Once the actual bulb holder was out, I fixed the bent piece with some pliers. Finally, I gave the whole thing a good wash with some dish detergent and hot water to get all the grease and grime off. Now, depending on how close people will be to your fixture, you may want to sand off or even fully strip any previous paint coats. Since this is going on my ceiling in our closet, I wasn't too concerned about that. Prime time. First, shake the hell out of the can. You need to shake it for at least a minute to get all that paint nice and mixed. Next, spray light and even coats over the whole thing. Make sure you read the instructions, as different paints have different dry times between coats. Give it a light sanding and use a high grit. I used 400 here to make sure I got a smooth finish. Time for the top coat. Again, light and even coats, and make sure you follow the instructions. Let it dry for 24 hours and you're good to go.
And there we have it. This is a super simple afternoon or day-long project, depending on how big the light fixture is and how much time you need per the instructions on your spray paint to let this dry and cure. But I took this old beat up light fixture and brought some new life to it. Now, some things to point out. If you're painting on bare metal, so when we renovated our master bedroom a few years ago, we had all these brass wall sconces, and brass is just not our thing, so we changed them to brushed nickel. To do that though, you need to use a self-etching primer because you're painting onto bare metal, and the self-etching primer actually kind of etches into the metal to get the top coat to adhere much better. So that's something to point out. I was painting over paint, so regular auto primer was just fine for this. If this was not going to be 10 feet up in the air so no one can really see it, I would have spent a little bit more time probably sanding down or even fully removing the original paint coat. But because no one's going to be this close to it, it's okay. So if you're doing a renovation project and you have things like this lying around, don't throw them away. Refinish them. Save them from the landfill. We don't want to throw more trash in the landfills, right? Save it. Reuse it. This is super easy to do. All right. I hope you found this tip useful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.